Hello, fellow traders. Once again, this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com. I'm here today to talk about binary options bonuses because I see a lot of confusion going around the binary options community. And when I was very young, people used to say, I'm going to tell it like a TI is. And then later on, at some point, people started saying, "Man, I'm gonna keep it trill." And then later on, fairly recently, I heard people start to say, "Well, I'm gonna keep it 100." This is going to be based on my opinion, but I'm going to pretty much lay out some no holds barred facts about binary options bonuses. So let's jump right in, and hopefully, I can keep this pretty brief. First thing I have on my list here is free money. Listen, you already know this if you're listening. There's no such thing as free money. There, there, there's some type of sacrifice attached to when a binary options broker offers you a bonus. There's no such thing as free money. If a broker calls you and that broker is using linguistics like free money, go ahead and take the bonus. You know, it's free money, or go ahead and take the bonus. It'll give you leverage on your account. Listen, let's talk about leverage. In spot forex, your what you're actually doing is trading on a leveraged account. When a broker gives you a bonus, that bonus may be 20%, maybe it'll even be 100%. So you may believe that you're getting leverage. The leverage you would be getting, even with a 100% bonus, is 2 to 1. Now, the other side of that leverage, let's find out who's really getting the leverage. The broker, in that little terms of service, in exchange for this bonus, you're going to have to do 30 to 40 times whatever your deposit was before you can have access to your funds, to any of your funds, to a dime of your funds. Now, the broker's leverage is a turnover of 30 to 40 to 1, and your leverage is a turnover of 2 to 1. So who's benefiting from the leverage? Okay, avoiding potential withdrawal issues. The main problem, and often when I hear about withdrawal issues at a binary options broker, I'm speaking of offshore, because to be honest with you, I've never heard of a withdrawal issue on the Nadex platform. I could be biased. I'm a U.S. citizen, so perhaps I'm biased. I don't know. But I've never heard publicly of a withdrawal issue on the Nadex platform. Um, on the offshore broker, a lot of times uh, these issues all center around taking that bonus and not being aware of the turnover rate, that's required, the leverage, and whose side that leverage is really on, and the broker simply saying, "Didn't you read the toss? Didn't you read the terms of service? This is what's tied to that bonus you just took. We gave you some leverage in exchange for this." We've already discussed that you're really giving the broker leverage. So again, my advice to avoid potential withdrawal issues, simply don't take the bonuses. It's in 90, probably 90 to 99% of the cases, the bonus won't benefit you at all. Personally, I've got some accounts I've traded 210 times my actual deposit zone. But the broker is going to look over the statistics, and statistically speaking, probably most guys will burn out their account within 30 to 40 times their trade volume, whatever they've deposited. Um, I'm doing all of these videos, and I share what I share in an effort to hopefully help some people avoid burning out accounts. But blowing accounts sometimes it can happen to anyone. It hasn't happened to me in a while, years, but it can happen to anyone. So again, no need for the bonuses. In fact, our goal is for us to say before you deposit any money in an, if you're going to deposit money in an offshore broker, send in all of your paperwork and all of those requirements ahead of time. Make sure that there's not, do everything you can to make sure that you're validated, that there'll be no restrictions when it comes to you making withdrawals of your original sum or your profits. Everything you possibly can. Now, no restriction bonus. I see some brokers talking about free trades, this free trade, that free trade. I don't partake of free trades. Um, the only way to really get a free trade is it's really simple to get a free trade. It's called a demo account. Outside of that, you have to be comfortable with some risk, because there are risks involved in trading. That's the honest to goodness truth. There's risk involved in speculating on the markets. There are people participating in trading in their trading currencies is a part of their business. They have a need for currency X in exchange for currency Y, and that makes up a great deal of the market, as well as there are speculators. Speculation on the floating price of currency, on the floating price of any market, is a very risky proposition. So that's something to consider. Don't worry about no restriction bonuses. Segregated bonuses. There's something at Markets World, for example, which it's called a segregated bonus. They call it a loyalty bonus, but I'm going to call it a segregated bonus here. I really like that verbiage a little better. What it is it's a bonus, a loyalty bonus, which they'll give you from time to time. It's kind of like a comp if you're familiar with casinos. Um, they'll give you a bonus, and attached to this bonus will be the requirement of doing 30 or 40 times the actual value of the bonus. However, you cannot access this bonus, and it will be segregated, set aside from your account until you meet that trade volume requirement. Now, this will, on their side, they're using this as a tool to keep you consistently trading on their platform. I would imagine at this point the brokers that the product is it's growing, but it's very competitive, and they want to keep clients. So these loyalty incentives are just a tool for that. But this segregation allows for you to get a bonus without you having to worry about your account being accessible for withdrawals. Uh, I've taken segregated bonuses before. It's probably the only anything that's going to inhibit you withdrawing funds. I do not recommend it. Um, Lastly, we want to talk about the broker's TOS, terms of service. Anytime you're getting involved in anything that involves your money, and this also, of course, goes without saying, uh, take the time to read the terms of service take the time to ask any questions. It'll give you an idea of how responsive that broker is and what kind of customer service you can expect. And any business, whether you're talking about trading on a conventional product or binary options, onshore or offshore, make sure you're familiar with the company's terms of service. You want to make sure that you're not violating anything, and you want to make sure that contractually things are set up to favor you as well. That's all I had to talk about today. I hope that I've saved someone a lot of headache, and I know if I were to ask around, and from what I'm gathering, most people seem to appreciate the strategy videos. The I've heard a lot of people say the long-term live trades, just talking out the market. That's and I'll do some more of those. But again, I'm trying to cover some things because part of trading is awareness and being aware of some of the potential pitfalls that are even outside of actually trading itself. So I hope this has helped you. If we've helped you, please help us. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com.